Hey guys, I'm in the process of building a shed and I thought I'd bring you guys along. This is a shed I'm building completely from free materials. In fact, I've had enough that I actually was able to sell some of the extra materials I didn't even need for the project, and so far I've made money to build my own shed. It's all going to be out of recycled pallets. Everything I have, these pieces right here are all for the base. You know, even full-length 2x4s I was able to get out of, you know, crates and stuff like that, and some longer pallets. Let me show you what I have. There is at least 3 dozen 2x4s there, and some of them are actually about 12 feet long out of some stuff I got out of. Here's some of the extra pallets, and if you see right in there, there's a whole bunch of disassembled pallets where the slats are taken off, and that's all the siding for the shed. And here's just all the runners or the stringers or whatever you want to call them, the rails inside the pallets. Most of those I won't use, but some of them I will. But you got some that have notches on them, and a lot of them just are like regular 2x4s, but they're all sorted and stuff. The nice thing about it, most of that's oak. Along with the majority of my side pallets, they're all red oak. So my entire shed is going to be sided in red oak. So just to show you, I have this little spot right behind my garage, and I'm going to build essentially an 8x8 shed. It's going to be a lean-to, so the roof line is going to come down, and there's going to be a door in the side. First thing I'm going to do is actually build a 2x4 platform, even though it's going on cement. The cement's not level, and you can see I'm missing a square chunk over there from sidewalk, but what I'll do is I'll build a 2x4 platform and then sheet it and then build off of there to build the shed. You'll notice here that I actually dovetailed, but technically it's not a dovetail, but it's the same style of joint. So just to make stuff nicer, I don't know, I did that, and then to all my cross rails like this, it's actually mortise and tenon so that they'll slide in as well from both sides. So the whole thing slide together like a puzzle, make it a little stronger, makes it funner. The mortise and tenon sticking through, and I did cut a little wedge in here, so I'll put a wooden wedge in there, and that'll spread it this way. I don't want to spread it this way because that'll split the wood, but this way, and it'll hold it tight in there. Now, so we got to put a wedge in there. I just took a piece of oak, and I just cut off a piece so I have a nice chunk of end grain, and I'll get a piece that's about the right width, you know, that way. There we go, a little skinnier, and we'll just make some wedges. Not too shabby. And we'll make a couple because we need a whole bunch. So we got one like this, and I'm just gonna skinny the tip just a little bit. It'll give scotch. We're going to take it. That's wedging this way. There's no way that thing would even fall out now. It was a tight fit before. That makes it even a tighter fit. And now I just got to do that to the rest of them. It's actually all together. The only thing holding it together fastener wise is 4 screws, 1 in each corner, just to help secure it. Everything else is doweled and pinned, and I'm just doing this for fun, proof of principle, you know. But it is a lot more. This is a lot more stable than if I would have just toe-nailed it, you know, or even bought a bucket full of those metal brackets and put those on the hangers. This is actually a lot more secure. You know, there's no twist in any of these beams, even though they're just poked into both ends, you know. But that's that. Now I'm actually going to sheet it with some OSB, 2 sheets, and then we're going to start building the walls. There we go, first wall together, and there's not a single screw holding it together. And it's sturdy, you know. I've framed walls before and with nails, and you know, usually you just get it through the top, and this is just as stable, if not more stable than that. Okay, you'll notice that I have, there's 1, 2, 3 right there of the walls, and I'm working on the final one. But this is the one with the door, and I thought I'd show you guys a little more detail exactly what's going on. But all those are put together without any nails, and they're very structurally sound. But let me show you this one. So this is the doorway I'm standing in right here, and we've got a couple things going on. You know, because the top of the roof has a pitch to it, the mortise and tenons actually have to be cut at an angle. Pull that up, maybe you guys can see. So that's actually cut at an angle, so they can slide up in there. But then with the doorway, we also have a header piece, and you'll notice that it slides into the mortise and tenon, and it also has a ledge to sit on. So it'll slide in there. And then it actually has a ledge to sit on. And then we got a top piece that goes right up into here. So put that down in. Go to the other side right here, and that's the same way where it has this little ledge. Whole assembly, all 3 of these will just slide right up into there if you did your measurements right. And then I'll split it up, but you can see how sturdy that is just right there, you know. Just the mortise and tenons by themselves are really sturdy. But that's our door opening right there. So now I got all the pieces. I just push those up in. Now we got this bottom plate. And you'll notice that this one's actually cut. This is actually a dovetail joint because this sits on the door opening, and I can't have this ever kicking out. You know, so now that'll stay in there. So now I'll just I'll pin it. I'll drill a hole all the way through and put a stake all the way through so it can't slide up or anywhere, and I'll do that on the end, and then I'll put the little wedges in those things. Now let me show you how I actually pin it. So what I do is I don't use dowels, but I actually just, this is oak, cut it to the length, and I just make pegs myself. You know, I know what size of hole I'm going to do, roughly, because you don't want something perfectly smooth or else it's just going to slide right out. You want something a little bit larger, but if it has little knurls and stuff on the side, it really doesn't affect it. But then what I'll do is I'll actually, now I got to round it a little bit. I'll shave it down where I'm getting close, And I really like the ones that are curved a little bit, because I think they act like a spring in that hole and will force your stuff together tighter. There we go. That's what I deal with. So I just take it. That joint's solid.